I was born with a terrible sense of direction. Not only do I fail to memorize routes, but I also couldn't tell north from south if my life depended on it. My best friend, Austin, refused to believe it. He claimed he was going to cure me of this awful habit once and for all. He even dragged my sister, Sienna, and my childhood sweetheart, Violet, into his grand plan to give me survival training. Once, on a trip, they got off the subway a station early, leaving me stranded on the platform. Another time, during a mall run, they slipped out of a different exit without saying a word, leaving me wandering like a headless chicken, frantically scanning the crowds, all under the guise of building my spatial awareness. Today, it happened again. I stepped away to use the restroom during lunch. When I came back, all three of them were gone. The table had already been cleared, wiped clean as if they had never been there. I reached into my pocket to call them, only to remember I had handed my phone to Austin earlier for safekeeping. I walked up to the front desk, where the hostess handed me a folded note Austin had left behind. It had only 2 sentences written on it. We've walked this route with you twice before, Nolan. I know you can do this. You've got this. The 3 of us will be waiting at home. Suddenly, the whole game felt incredibly exhausting. Honestly, there was nothing wrong with having a bad sense of direction. As long as I had Google Maps, I didn't need anyone to guide me. By the time I finally made it back, dusk was settling over the neighborhood. The 3 of them were lounging on the sofa, sharing a couple of chilled watermelon halves while a movie played on the TV. Austin looked up as the front door clicked. A smug grin spread across his face, and he shot a triumphant look at the girls. Told you Nolan would make it back before 7. You 2 lost the bet. Next month's itinerary is entirely up to me. Besides, since your papers are basically done, delaying school by a few days won't kill you. Sienna rolled her eyes. Seriously, Nolan? Did you and Austin team up to play us? Last time at the mall, it took you 4 hours to find your way back. Now you're home in less than 2. Sienna was the sister my family took in when we were kids. Her parents split up when she was in the 2nd grade, and neither of them wanted her. Back then, my biggest wish was for my parents to give me an older sister. So, after making absolutely sure her mother had abandoned her, I practically dragged her home with me. My dad had hesitated, trying to reason with my younger self. Nolan, she's a human being, not a stray kitten. You can't just bring her home and raise her. But Sienna had looked my parents in the eye and promised she would be the best big sister to me. Seeing her hungry and desperate, my dad finally softened and took her in. Now, it seemed, she had become Austin's protective older sister instead. Yeah, come on, Nolan. Spit it out. Did Austin leave you breadcrumbs? Violet chimed in. She was my upstairs neighbor and the girl I had grown up with. Our parents had joked about a childhood betrothal when we were toddlers, claiming she would grow up to be my wife. Violet had taken it to heart. Knowing how easily I got lost, she used to wait for me after school every single day. Before Austin came into our lives, from 1st grade all the way through high school, we had walked hand in hand for 10 years. She had once promised me, with absolute certainty, don't worry, as long as I'm around, you'll always find your way home. But recently, she was the one who had abandoned me the most. I knew you 2 would try to make excuses, Austin said, tossing my phone onto the coffee table with a clatter. That's why I took his phone beforehand. Now you have to admit defeat. Sienna's smile stiffened. Wait, you actually took his phone? Why didn't you tell us? Violet's expression darkened as well. What if something actually happened to him? We wouldn't even have been able to reach him. Austin looked genuinely baffled. What is wrong with you 2? We literally agreed on this training program. Are you turning on me now? Sienna hesitated before offering a week out. Well, Nolan is back safe and sound anyway, so let's just drop it. But don't you dare take his phone again, Austin. Violet went quiet for a moment, then walked over to me. She checked me over, grabbing my wrists to make sure I wasn't hurt, and let out a soft sigh. Austin was just trying to help. Don't be mad at him. Sienna saved some chilled watermelon for you in the fridge. Let me get it. No need, I said, picking up my phone from the table and turning toward my bedroom.